I would encourage you, if you're looking for a consultant, to interview more than one so that you can get an idea of what it is that you're looking for and what type of connection you feel with the consultant that you're talking to. Welcome to Flourishing Flame, from burning out to burning bright with therapist and coach Leah Brown. Are you a people helper or caregiver, feeling overwhelmed, distant, cynical, and crispy around the edges? Join me to defeat burnout by learning how to manage stress and create deep, connective relationships with others so that you can pursue your calling, providing light and warmth to those around you. Hello and welcome to episode 57 of the Flourishing Flame podcast. I'm your host, Leah Brown. What do the shows What Not to Wear, Super Nanny, Shark Tank, Bar Rescue, and home decorating and renovation shows, bake-offs, and talent shows like American Idol all have in common? They take everyday people with needs or problems and apply a consultant's touch to move them forward. Over the last several episodes, we've been talking about the 5 supportive types of relationships that help you to meet your goals, make progress. The first is the friend. This is a peer support. The next is the mentor. Then we have the coach. And today we're talking about the consultant. And next time we'll be talking about the therapist. What is a consultant? A consultant is an expert who's coming from the outside of the organization, who's able to give guidance. Often consultants specialize within an industry so that they can apply similar insights to multiple clients. Consultants can be for business or personal purposes. In the business world, companies hire consultants to increase revenue or profits, create marketing plans, pinpoint problems, suggest ideas for business development, streamline internal processes, transform workplace culture, reform the hiring process, and make sure that the company is abiding by legal practices. A consultant for a business starts with observation, learning about the business and the unique needs through possibly visiting the location, communicating with your employees, reviewing internal records, or observing production processes and customer interactions. Then the consultant is going to take all that they've observed and create an evaluation. The consultant provides an objective assessment of your business, giving you honest feedback about the state of your business and what you might need. Then comes the implementation phase, where the consultant outlines a plan to improve your business, giving you details on the reasons behind the plan and the projected cost and resources needed. Also, the timeline. From there, the consultant will either assist you in implementing the plan or give you instructions for doing it yourself. After a certain amount of time, the consultant may schedule a check-in to see how the plan is going and assess your business's progress. Keep in mind that not all consultants offer follow-ups, but it can be an important step in actually maintaining the changes you implement. So just like we have consultants for a business, we can have personal consultants, and they range from attorneys to stylists, accountants and tax preparers to public speaking and public image consultants, interior designers, and remodeling consultants. What are some of the benefits to hiring a consultant? Well, a consultant offers specialized knowledge and skills. It's tax season as I'm recording this episode, and having a knowledgeable accountant is important to make sure that you're following all the guidelines and that you're taking advantage of the things that are meant for you. It helps you to have insight into your personal or business problems. My friend Tammy is a family consultant who will work with a family to help them make the adjustments they need to smooth out family systems. Sometimes it's making an adjustment for a parent's illness. Sometimes it is gaining a new family member, like a sibling or grandparent that's moving in. Other times it's helping to create balance and boundaries in a family unit. A consultant will give you more time to focus on your day-to-day work or long-term vision. Kia Dupree is a professional photographer who actually took the photos on my website. I recently watched an interview that she gave where she shared how she has a consultant to help her review contracts to make sure that she's seen all the details for these large commercial contracts and making sure that she's doing the things she needs to streamline the business side of her business. A consultant will also help to give you an action plan to reach your goals. So we've talked about what a consultant is and what a consultant does. When should you hire a consultant? You need to review your business, but you don't know how. You want expert support in a specific area of your business, like marketing, hiring, or investing, or a specific area in your life. You're overwhelmed with your workload and need to outsource an area of your operations. You've tried growing your business on your own and haven't had much success. You may need to hire a consultant when you need help thinking more creatively or objectively about an area in your business or your life. When you're having a tough time meeting your business goals and don't know why. If you want to expand operations but don't know where to start. You've made difficult business decisions about the future and need some impartial support. You're struggling financially or your business is at a standstill. And the struggling financially could be professionally in a business or it could be personally. And maybe this is where you need to pull in a certified financial planner. If you need to make changes to survive a tough economic time and need a fresh perspective, that's a great time to pull in a consultant. So if you're trying to figure out, well, what consultant do I need? How do I figure out who's a good consultant for me? Well, the first thing you need to do is to vet the consultant. Many consultants offer 15 or 30-minute phone calls, while others charge for an initial meeting. Use the time wisely by reviewing their website. Then, during the conversation, you can ask questions about what they specialize in, what their consultation process looks like, how do they charge for their services, whether or not they provide follow-ups, how do they measure success, if they can demonstrate the return on investment past clients have gotten with their services, and if they think they can help you. I would encourage you, if you're looking for a consultant, to interview more than one so that you can get an idea of what it is that you're looking for and what type of connection you feel with the consultant that you're talking to. You want to know that you can trust them, that as they're coming from the outside and giving you guidance about the details of the problem that you have, that they know what they're talking about, that they have the experience to really help with you with what you want. I was talking to a friend of mine recently about consultants, and he was telling me, he actually works as a consultant sometimes, that when you're talking to a consultant, they should have a book of their work to be able to show you what they've done and how they've helped other people. And it's important for you to make sure you understand what they can do. If they're telling you something and it doesn't make sense, then ask some questions. Make sure you understand. And if it still just feels confusing, then maybe that's not the right person for you. But make sure you can understand what they're telling you that they can do. So then you will know when your goals are being reached, what those benchmarks are, and when you've arrived at them. Also, he suggested that building early deliverables into your plan so that instead of waiting until the very end, you know, hey, can you show me at these different points what we should be seeing at the beginning and the middle at the end so that you can see the progress and make sure that you are comfortable with the consultant and that consultant relationship that you have. So I just want to do a real quick overview again. A consultant is someone who comes from the outside of the organization or yourself who's able to give guidance. Often consultants specialize within an industry so that they can apply similar insights to multiple clients. Consultants observe, they learn about your business or your problem, your unique needs, and then they provide an objective assessment on your business or your needs to give you that honest feedback so that you can know what you need to do. Then they're going to give you a plan to improve your business, improve the problem, meet the needs that you have, and then potentially have follow-up. When you're looking to hire a consultant, you need to check them out first, vet the consultant, have a conversation with them. With these different relationships, there's a lot of kind of overlap in some areas, and there can be a lot of overlap between coaching and consulting. And so I wanted to give you a little bit of a picture of what are some of the differentiations so that you are getting the right support you need. There are consultants that use coaching skills to help you make progress on the problem that you hired them to solve for you or to help you solve. And there are coaches that are happy to teach you skills that they have learned, and that education can provide information that's usually a little more general. The coach is teaching you from their experience, not coming to you or your business or your home to observe and evaluate. And really, that's the biggest difference. Are you hiring them to be the expert to observe, evaluate, and create a plan for you to meet the goals and needs that you have? Or are you just learning from them in a more general sense, not to the specifics of your unique problem? I want to give you some examples of what this looks like to have this consultant set up. One would be my daughter Nearai is working on a variety show called The Curtain Call Special. And she had a great conversation with Jared Eberlein, who does shows professionally and produces them. And so he was able to listen to her, understand what she's trying to do, and provide this consultant support. He was able to provide detailed information for her, things like trying to practice at the venue more than once, if possible, so that you can get a sense for what it sounds like to be performing there. Something that is a piece of information that you wouldn't get without someone knowing your specific goals and what problems you might need to avoid. Another example of a consultant would be my CPA. I am so grateful to Lewis. He makes sure that all the requirements that come out that I need to follow and I need to comply with in my business, that I know about them, and make sure that everything is taken care of. Any forms that need to be filled out or completed, all of those things. He is my expert to make sure that I know what I need to do and that I'm prepared. Another example of a consultant is Allie Miller, who's actually our guest for the next episode. Allie is the founder and the CEO of The Ethical Aesthete. She draws on training and education, the visual arts, fashion history, behavior science, and years of working with over 350 clients to feel great in their clothes and to feel great about how they got them. I so enjoyed the interview with her and know that you will too. So definitely tune in next episode to catch Allie and to learn more about what she does and how she does it, and the importance of having consultants in your life, whether it's someone like Allie or someone like Lewis or someone like Jared. Well, I hope that this has been beneficial to you and that you've enjoyed being able to learn about these different relationships that can help you. Please share it with other people. And if you haven't yet, subscribe so that you can know every time a new episode drops. Until next time, take care. Thank you for joining me today. If this episode added kindling to your flame, please leave a review and pass it on to a friend who could use some encouragement. You can connect with me and find additional resources at leahlittlebrown.com. Now go forth and burn in all your brilliance.